Good morning, Foxholers. It's Steve Pritchard with Future POS, joined again by Scott Johnson with Shift 4. So good morning, Scott. How are you doing today?
Morning, Steve. Doing great. How about yourself?
Doing good, doing good. So just to kind of recap, we're going to do the 28 Days of Treasures here. We've had 2 drawings so far. So Jason Cummins won a really cool golf package on the first, and Scott Pritchard and his group at FPOS Group in Ohio won an Amex gift card for $500, which I think Scott gave to Will Lorzing within that office. So congratulations to Will for that. So again, the rules are you got to turn an upgrade in, bring a customer from someone other than Shift 4 over to Shift 4, or bring a Micros account over to Shift 4. So that's what we need to do. We're giving away prizes all month. These are great prizes. They're as little as $200, as high as $2,000. So we're going to draw from the kitty here shortly. Scott's got a couple contestants that we're going to draw with today. So, we also scheduled some Micros Zoom calls. We've got, I think, 2 tomorrow and 1 on Friday. If you guys have been invited to one and can't make that date, reach out to me. I'll send you an invite for the other one, but this is just to get on the phone with Greg, our Micros consultant, just to ask questions, get any answers you have on this. We want to thank our sponsor today, The Ohio State University. And without further ado, we kind of want to get into a little program that Shift 4 has that they call the Advantage Program. Some of you guys might know this as the cash discount or the credit card surcharge, but Shift 4 calls it the Advantage Program. So Scott, I kind of want to play a little game. And if I'm the customer and you're approaching me, I'm going to basically ask you, why should I do this and what is this? So if you can kind of give me a little explanation, Scott, and let our sales guys know how we should be approaching this.
Absolutely, no problem. So the way the Advantage program works is we effectively surcharge the customers between 3% and 4% to cover the fees that they would normally incur for accepting credit cards. Basically, it's an additional line item on the actual receipt, but we can actually do increments of 3%, 3.25%, 3.5%, 3.75%, and 4%. But generally, most merchants are actually doing between 3% and 4% just because it's a round number. So these fees are actually taken out daily. So the actual fees at the end of the month should be minimal. But I would caution that there are processing fees on the tip amounts accepted. But as a POS provider, you can actually set up tip retention at the same rate that you're actually surcharging the customers. That way, they actually cover the fees that that would actually be on the processing fees for the tips.
So on a $100 check to a customer, the customer is going to pay $3 to $4 to absorb that. So will my customers get angry or pissed about that?
Yes and no. Some customers are a little more sensitive to billing than others, but most customers are already paying these processing fees whenever they use an online service like Grubhub or Uber Eats. So it's not really too much different in that sense. In fact, many customers actually kind of understand that it's during the pandemic and costs are a little higher and everybody's a little more sensitive to billing. So they're kind of understanding that credit card fees are part of this increase. Don't you think that as a business owner, your customers would actually want to increase or want to help you stay open?
I would agree. I think if the restaurant owner can get over the feeling of charging the customer, it's a great tool and it's a great way to walk in and be able to sell a system and have really no money out of pocket because you're absorbing all the cost and what it would take to do that. So thank you, Scott. Really, to wrap up some of those things that what we can offer these people going forward, we've got the Advantage program that we can absorb a certain percentage of that fee and pass that on to the customers. You still have Micros upgrades to convert out there. So this Micros 101 program allows you to call in any customer that has a Micros system and convert them over to Shift 4. We have all the things in the marketplace that we can offer them, which is the online ordering, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Takeout 7, all those. And really the coolest talking point, I was somewhere at a retail place yesterday and I just looked at the person, I said, my boss is going to space. And they thought that's kind of a weird thing to say. But then you open up, you share the link to where they make a donation to St. Jude. They made a donation last night and it's just a lot of word of mouth. So even if you're walking in there talking about POS or payments, I think this is a great topic to talk about. There will be a Super Bowl commercial coming out on Sunday during the Super Bowl about this, and it's going to be really cool. So cool place to work right now and fun place. But without further ado, Scott, why don't we pick who is going to be our winner today, and then I'll pick the prize and we'll move on from there.
Sounds great. So we actually have 2 different contestants again today. Both of them submitted upgrades. The first is Blue Water, and then the second is actually going to be Southern Coastal Solutions.
Okay.
And the name of the accounts they submitted, Southern Coastal Solutions account was Parkside Sports Grill, and Blue Water's account was Tarpon Lounge. So let's do
All
a quick
right.
little drawing.
Dun, dun, dun. Scott, you're going with your green checkered shirt today. It looks good.
Yeah, and the winner is Blue Water.
Blue
Congratulations.
Water. Okay. So Blue Water, Todd Underwood winning whatever we pull out of here. So congratulations to Blue Water and Todd for their upgrade. Today's prize for Blue Water is going to be this lucky envelope that I snag out of here. There we go. It's a nice manila envelope. And what will Todd and Karen and their 17 children get to enjoy here? And the prize is, sorry about the delays here. Here we go. Man, this is a tough one. It's really sticky. There we go. Oh, this is a good one. This is a $1,000 Apple gift card. So iPad, phone, I don't know if you guys are in Androids, but you now have a $1,000 gift card to Apple. Congratulations, Todd and Karen and Blue Water. Appreciate everybody watching in. We'll continue to do this tomorrow. So we now have had 3 winners, 28 days, and it's getting great. So again, if you have some success stories, send them to us. We'll talk to you about them. Scott, thank you again for joining us. Stay classy, San Diego. Good evening, Scott.
Take care, Steve.
Thanks.